Unfortunately, that's how low the bar is now in the Western culture, is that if the main performer isn't dressed like the devil, then somehow we feel like we're making steps forward. Now, that doesn't mean that the show was suitable for families, because it absolutely wasn't. There would have been kids obviously tuning in to watch that game and have been exposed to all the sexual dancing that took place. There was a moment of homosexual dancing in the event as well. And obviously none of that is suitable whatsoever. And while all this is going on, it's stirring up the huge political controversy with the right and the left at each other's throats, trying to score points on each other. Kind of the bigger game really that day than the football itself. And in the meantime, the NFL are completely unbothered by any of that, because their primary goal, as you know, is to make as much money as they possibly can. And in order to do that, they need to attract an international audience, because although 125 million people sounds like a lot, that's how many tuned in for the Super Bowl, it's not an international audience. Liverpool versus Manchester City also happened this week, a game of, dare I say, real football, and that attracted 700 million people worldwide watching that game. A Premier League game. Premier League plays every week. Now, that is the difference between American sport and internationally loved sports. So what you have here is the NFL trying to reach an international audience, and doing so by bringing in an international artist, Bad Bunny. Regardless of whether people in the stadium know him, like him, can understand him, it doesn't matter. They achieved their goal, and so the left and the right were at each other's throats, throwing insults, talking past each other, and you had the NFL raking in tons of money by putting sin and sexual behavior on the stage. And as Christians, should we be surprised by anything else?